Fancy Gadam says GHAMRO paid him only 123 Ghana cedis as music royalties. This is a popular Ghanaian artist we are talking about. But before, order for ebe cheche me, but subscribe to YouTube channel now. My son, anytime here, the video be say the brewer will submit to me I will share me from endurance. So let's talk about what happened and why many Ghanaians are angry with GHAMRO. You see, Fancy Gadam came out to complain about he received 123 Ghana cedis from GHAMRO, and he said the money is too small and it doesn't make sense. It is true, it doesn't make sense. How can a whole Fancy Gadam own royalty 123 Ghana cedis? It doesn't make sense. Fancy Gadam. You see, when you come to the southern part here now, we don't normally see Fancy Gadam's works, but if you go to northern region, and I said Tamalia, Fancy Gadam is a big deal. Southern part. Yes, if you go to northern region, you can't organize an event won't mean for Fancy Gadam enka. No, your show a floppy. If you want your show to be successful in northern region, it means you have to add Fancy Gadam. So in all, no, because Fancy Gadam is an underground artist or something, because so Fancy Gadam should receive this amount. You see, let's break it down for you to understand certain things. Yes. So what happened? That's the question maybe you'll be asking. What happened? You see, Fancy Gadam came out. He was paid 123 Ghana cedis as GHAMRO. When it comes to GHAMRO collects money from maybe radio stations, TV stations, event organizers, and clubs, pubs, baby, yabo artists behind you, artists, if you are part of GHAMRO. Number of times, yabo one you or say unyesika edi free that event in sika do be na GHAMRO G, or say GHAMRO amount percentage and some mousam bibi because they are using your property, they are using your work to entertain people. Because for say maybe a club and club now maybe may return my idea. It say if I'm playing Fancy Gadam's music to sell a product, we have to pay Fancy Gadam because Fancy Gadam is also playing a part in Madena Mayan. Because if not a Fancy Gadama and can maybe me pub enemy TV station, somebody will watch the TV station because of you playing Fancy Gadam's music. And at the end of the day, that TV station obey advert. So Fancy Gadam should get some cut from that radio station. I hope you understand. So it's a duty for GHAMRO to collect those monies as those fans, and Namuji says they will share that money amongst those musicians. But the problem we are having now is the musicians don't know how GHAMRO collect the money, or they don't know how GHAMRO calculate the money and which month, which year, and so in 123 year Fancy Gadam they should explain to Fancy Gadam say 123 Ghana cedis na the amount is for 1 month, is for 2 months, is for the whole year na the amount. But GHAMRO doesn't explain anything like that, and GHAMRO should tell the musicians why they are getting those small cuts. Because if you pay somebody's money and the person's property you sue for a big shows near there, and then the day you are coming to pay the artist in a small cut, you have to explain or you have to tell the musicians your challenges. I don't know whether my discuss it and they don't understand there, but they have to tell them their problems. The reason why they are not able to collect more funds everybody will get bigger cuts. Or more explaining in Ghana music and there are a lot of to get this royalty adding. They don't have proper tracking system. Even okay, Fancy Gadam music was played 3 times in a month, 4 times in a year, 6 times in a month. They don't have anything like that. The Ghanaian system doesn't have anything like that. So if somebody like Shatawale, Sakode, if somebody like Fancy Gadam, so I'm finding you to social media or any streaming platforms, they won't be able to see, okay, this month, and I said this year, and I said this week, in Nipa 2,000, Nipa 3,000, and I share, and I said 88 me tracks. They don't have anything, so they relied on streaming platforms, But as I say, because the whole Ghana, you were 3,000 pubs, you were 4,000 clubs, the 4,000 clubs, ABR, you bought Fancy Gadam and you 10 times in a day, and I said 3 times in a week. In Ghana system, we don't have anything to track. At the end, that problem will be there, and it will be there, and it will be there, it will be there. Solving it, a bad problem. You see, another problem is weak enforcement. You see, many radio stations and event organizers don't pay GHAMRO and nothing happens to them. They wish no better, because if Ghana music and as a music GHAMRO GG Sika just to make sure say every musician ebenya royalty, and a TV station, a radio station, event organizers are not paying anything. Ebenya imrebia ebetia san microphone said no, you are using somebody's property without any proper arrangement. So this is the consequence. Yedo be kose, yedo be fase, yedo be say no. Sa ade ni ho. So obia pa me if my radio stations and me bomb njuma. Fancy Gadam doesn't have like system. I so ye bomb njum ewo Accra intino. Sa njum no I have to get some money from it. GHAMRO ejuma, and GHAMRO too doesn't have anything because so say ye bomb njum ewo Accra and as ye bo be njuma. I have the power say me to me alcohol never kwakoji scan de ha nipa say nipa na ntua law A law B na de be say nipa, but those people no went here hwe enka no, you see. And another problem, so Ghana artists no, they are not told clearly how their money is calculated. They don't tell them say bia me bo enjumo no bia ye bo enjumo no 4 times unya 1 cedi, ye bo no 2 times unya 2 cedis, ye bo no 10 times in a month unya 4 cedis. Tell them like this is the way I calculate usika na unya no. So if say nipa no nya that amount na, he will understand because onim say wo menjom na ya mbo what I say enti na menya this amount no, but say nipa no ye na adwen so okay ye bo menjumo baby and GHAMRO ebeji scanner ma me and then eba na scanner ekoto na the person na nkasa bo say no as a GHAMRO na cheat no, meanwhile ebe na GHAMRO so cheat no, but the system na wo ho na I was say GHAMRO edi ejuma no eno ho na etosi. If you are a musician in Ghana, you will depend on royalties. You will go hungry because Fancy Gadam 123 Ghana cedis na ye dey ama Fancy Gadam that 120 Ghana cedis, you know, the talk credits so many musicians nowadays don't depend on royalties anymore. They focus on shows, endorsements, and online streaming. They will prefer online streaming like shows, and they don't pay attention to GHAMRO because they see as a GHAMRO is not working. Meanwhile, no, GHAMRO have issues. Also, mobile bunting ever catch musicians now. This and these issues are ye face here. I'm munya this small cat, no, but they don't come out to tell anybody. How can you pay 123 Ghana cedis for a whole musician? So Fancy Gadam 123 Ghana cedis is not just about the money. It shows a bigger problem in Ghana music industry. If this is happening to a bigger artist like Fancy Gadam, then upcoming musicians, you know, they are in trouble. You see, if GHAMRO want musicians to take them serious, they should sit up and work properly. All right. So what do you think? Is GHAMRO doing enough